Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. If anyone has come back, if there's anyone new watching, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. Today is a return to our Final Fantasy One playthrough. I do have a lot to say because it has been, I feel like, a really long time since I've been on stream, but it's only been a couple days. So there are a couple things I did want to say. And I hope I don't miss anything. I am so sorry that I had to cancel Monday's stream. I thought last week I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and yeah, when I woke up Monday, I was like, I looked at my boyfriend, and I was like, "Do you feel okay?" And he was like, So I knew then, I was like, yeah, it's not going to be good. So I've been kind of indisposed lately, but I am feeling a little bit better, well enough to get on stream and play a little bit of Final Fantasy. I'm so sorry again that I had to cancel Monday's stream. Tuesday, I did have an appointment, which was yesterday's stream. So unfortunately, I had to skip over that one as well. But today, I am back at it, so hopefully from this point forward we can keep the same schedule, and the playthrough hopefully continues on course. I do have a little recap to go over. I wanted to cover a couple things just to refresh anyone that's watching or anyone that may be new as to where we are in the game right now. And my apologies, like I said, I've been a little bit sick, so my throat is a little bit weird. As always, I have the tea here, so hopefully if it gets really bad, I can just take a sip and we'll continue. Just going back over a couple things, kind of refreshing where we're at in the playthrough at the moment. So last time, I believe we had journeyed a bit and we found a giant that eats gems. We went deep into the Earth Cavern where there was a vampire. We defeated the vampire really easily. It was really surprising when it happened, but not so surprising once we had gotten the star ruby from him and taken it back to the giant. When we did that, the giant ate the star ruby. He moved out of our way, and we went to see Sage Sadda, who then gave us, I believe it was an earthen staff, and let us know that the Earth Cavern goes even deeper. So the vampire was kind of just, kind of a trick, I guess. And the real enemy lies deeper. So last time, I had to cut the stream short because I was running out of time. We did go a bit deeper in the Earth Cavern, but we didn't get to go, I'm guessing, to the bottom. So I did start the game before stream, and I believe we left off on B5, on basement 5 of the Earth Cavern on the last stream. So I did get us back down to that level, and I've stopped there. So I haven't went any further. I don't know what else is here. So I'm just going to pick up at that point, and we're going to continue living this adventure. So really quickly, I'm just going to look. I have a notepad over here, so I'm just going to check some notes really quick, make sure I've not missed anything. If you happen to tune in for the Final Fantasy 14 streams on Friday and Saturday, thank you. Those were really fun. I particularly had a lot of fun doing the PvP stuff. So that was really cool. Oh, hi Sky, thank you. Yeah, that was really cool. So hopefully I can do a little bit of PvP in 14 again. I'm hoping that this afternoon I can get back into that. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just jump back right back into this and see where this goes. We're already pretty deep in the Earth Cavern, so hopefully it doesn't go too much deeper. I feel like basement 5 is pretty deep, so let's see what happens. You can see on the mini-map the little yellow triangle. That's where we came in. So I've just come come over here to this doorway. I haven't explored any further, so we're just gonna see where this goes. Oh. Okay, there's the crystal. I'm gonna explore the rest before I get into that. I mean, that feels like, yeah, easy peasy. I literally like, I just came into here before stream to prep for the stream, and the first door is the Earth Crystal. So I love how that works out. Yeah, my apologies, Sky. I don't know if you were here earlier. I've been a little bit sick, so my throat's a little strange, but we're gonna push through. I've really, really been wanting to get back into Final Fantasy 1. I'm kind of sick too. Dude, everybody is getting sick. I had like, my boyfriend's been sick, and a couple people at work have been sick. It's ridiculous. Sinus problems. Dude, I'm stuck between sniffing and like not being able to eat anything. Oh, I forgot about this poison. Please no poison. Look at that shield block. No poison. Nice. Oh, geez, Sky. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Dude, I hope you get to feeling better soon. I think I'm on the up and up. Like, I told myself today, I was like, okay, you got to stream today just to like, you know, get the energy going, right? Nothing but bats. Okay, there's got to be like one room in here that has something. Probably a chest with like a ton of gil. Dude, this place has given me so much gil. It is ridiculous. Like, I want to say like 50 or 60,000 gil. Something crazy. 87,000 gil. I'm rich. I'm just rich. Oh, poison. Poor Glitz. I feel like a recurring theme is him just getting beaten up. No treasure? No treasure, just bats. Okay, so we can go check out the crystal. Yeah, so this should be like the actual big bad, I'm guessing, for the Earth Crystal. And hopefully this restores light to the Earth Crystal. I'm curious to see if in the menu overlay, if it actually changes the look of the crystals. Because they look a little dark right now, but that might just be like the design of the menu. It's already getting lost. God, I love how these trolls look. They're not even looking at me. They're just like looking at the player. My God, I'm lost again. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm not even trying to go to the crystal. Oh, there was something I did forget to mention on the intro in the recap. There is also something going on with some adamantite weapons. So there was a dwarf that mentioned we need to find adamantite, and something to do with a levistone and a buried airship, which I'm super excited for. I love airships in Final Fantasy games, so I'm hoping that we get the levistone pretty soon after this, because I'm really, really excited for the exploration that might open up. Because I don't think there's that much more to explore on the continents. Okay, so before I do any interaction in here, I'm going to heal up. I mean, you never know. Like with an old dusty crystal, like, who knows what's there. Yeah, so the thing I was talking about with the crystals in the menu, like these crystals right here, like I'm curious to see if after this fight, this crystal like actually changes color or something, because we're supposed to be like restoring the light to the crystals. So we'll see. It looks cool. Oh, look at that. A little quicksand back there. Is that the bad? So it's from boss fights? I don't know. This is my first one, so I'm not sure what's going on. Who speaks to me? Ooh. Whoa. Is that the Lich? I am he who feeds on the power of Earth. That's a Lich, right? I don't know. No, I've only played Final Fantasy. Oh, the only one you played was 6? The only 2D? Yeah, this is my first time playing 1. I'm trying to go... I think I want to go through 1, 2, and 3. I'm not committing yet, but this is my first playthrough of 1, and so far it's pretty cool. Like, this is... I'm really enjoying it. But it is the pixel remaster. Like, if it was the original, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much. But yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich. Yes, the Fiend of Earth. Ooh. That music intro, that was pretty cool. Okay, so he's like, this guy is definitely undead, right? So he'll be susceptible to Dia. He looks magical, I'm guessing. So let's... Oh, and I don't have Dia because I used all my MP. But I do have silence. So I'm going to try to silence him. I'm tempted to cast life on him to see if it KOs him. I'm going to try the silence first. I don't want to be too clever, right? Undead. Do you think undead are weak to fire? Oh, haste. Haste my warrior. Miss. Ooh, I do have Null Blaze. Okay, on an earlier stream, I was like, there was someone that was casting fire, and I was trying to find Null Blaze, and I was like, I don't have Null Blaze. And I literally was like moused over it. So blind. Okay. Null Blaze. I'm actually going to haste both of the melee. Oh, Blazara too. I'm going to have to heal. Oh my god. Girl, you gotta heal. Heal Lara. I'm hesitant to cast magic on him. Look at that. No blaze, man. Can't do anything. I wonder if Null Frost replaces it. Uh-oh. Little paralyze action. I'm gonna try a fire spell just to see. Yeah, I might as well. My fear is that it's gonna heal him. Oh no. Oh, do we have anything for paralysis? No, we don't. I think they just have to be hit to cure paralysis. I'm not sure. Easy. Easy game. Nice. Oh, is that the power back there? Is it just like spilling out? Oh. We did it. That was it. That was it. Grand Blue Fantasy. I saw some screenshots from that. There was like a little like chibi character that looked kind of like Lalafell. It looked pretty cute. I haven't played it though. I know there's like a demo out, right? This is the altar of Earth, from which the power of Earth flows forth. Oh, Uematsu made the soundtrack? Oh man. Like that alone makes me want to play it. Look at that. Look at that, guys. The power of light has been restored to the Earth Crystal. I feel kind of bad or like a little confused because the Earth Crystal's the second crystal. So I'm hoping that I didn't accidentally skip the fire one. But I can't imagine I did. I don't feel like there was a point where I could have done that, so hopefully not, right? So that's that. We did it. We restored the light to the Earth Crystal. Oh, thank you. I was about to say, I do not want to have to climb 5 floors up. So I wonder... That's really nice. Putting us right back there. I wonder... Okay. So who do we need to talk to? Who do we need to talk to? So Sage Sadda told us about this place, but I feel like there was someone else that we should be talking to. I feel like we should go back to the town that was affected by the Earth's decay. I believe that was Melmond. I believe. We'll go see Sadda. Sadda's close. Like if you look on the minimap over here, with my mouse. I think Sage Sadda's over here, and then Melman's up here, if I recall correctly. So we'll go see the we'll go see Sage Sadda. There's got to be someone that is going to point us in the direction of a Levistone. Because the only other exploration route I can perceive or consider right now is one that involves travel through air. So I think we're going to need an airship. Yeah, this is Sage Sadda. Or rather, it's the path to him. Oh, I'm so glad we got through the Earth Cavern. It's been like a 2-day ordeal. I'm also like trying really, really hard not to auto battle. Like it would go a lot quicker, but it feels like, I don't know. It feels like I'm doing an injustice to the game if I do that. I love the music. There he is. Okay. Restore the crystals to grace. All right. Well, it's not Sage Sadda. Not Sage Sadda. Okay. We'll make our way back to Melman then. He may have some further wisdom once we restore all 4 crystals, right? So not Sage Sadda, obviously not the giant. The giant's gone. It's got to be Melmond or the dwarves. But I think it's going to be in Melmond because they were, like, their town was most affected by the decay of Earth. Hey, Deizu. Thanks for joining us, man. It's good to see you. I don't know if you just got in. We just finished up the Earth Cave. At the end of it, there was the Earth Crystal devoid of light, and a Lich appeared, and we had to defeat the Lich. And once we defeated him, it restored the light to the Earth Crystal. So now we're kind of doing the Final Fantasy thing where this is just the adventure. We're trying to figure out where we need to go next. So I'm going to trek back to Melmond, and hopefully that's where I need to be. I think. We'll see. Yeah, it was funny. I think you were here when we were doing the Earth Cavern last time, but we had gotten to like basement 5 of the Earth Cave, and I had to stop because I didn't have time. But literally, like, there was one room in basement 5, and it was where the Lich was. So we were like right there. So I may have to go through some exposition when I get in Melmond. I don't really recall which NPCs I had talked to before, or what their dialogue options were. So I'm gonna kind of try everyone, see if it leads us somewhere. Are you feeling okay today, Deizu? Gonna rest up before I talk to anyone. Oh man, that's the same thing Sage Sadda said. The Earth is returning to normal. All right. Stop by my father's shop. I don't know who your father is. Who is your father? I'm just a farmer. Oh, Watts. In the cave on the southern tip of the continent live. Okay, Sadda. That's where we just were. All right. Okay, that's the Leva Stone. Civilization in the Northland. You aren't the Warriors of Light, are you? Yeah. Okay, we've already seen the giants. Well. Interesting. I am a little bit at a loss here. Let's stop in the shops really quickly. Okay, I think we got everything that we need. Yeah, we got all the magic. Trying to think, or kind of trying to recall if there was something else. I think the only other place that we could try to go is to see the dwarves. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything that they said about the Earth Crystal. I don't know. It's a gravestone. Let's take a look at the map. I mean, I suppose we have to go back to the dwarves. There's nowhere left on this continent, or on this side of the continent. Yeah, we'll make the trek back. I hope we don't have to go all the way back to Cornelia. Taking a look at my notes over here. Kind of cheating a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything written down that we haven't covered, so we'll just have to explore. Okay, I think to the west. I think that's where the dwarves are, if I'm not mistaken. It may be a case of having to go back to Cornelia, or there could be a part of this world that I just have not explored by happenstance, where I will find a Levistone. I love the dwarves. Okay. Now they're referring to a crystal eye, Matoya's eye. We've already done that, so we're good on that front. He mentioned the Earth being back. This is our adamantite guy. We haven't found any adamantite. And then there was a guy down here that like blew a part of the continent off. I don't know if he's still down here. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, the canal. They're referencing when Narek took the nitro powder and blew up the continent. Okay. I'm looking for some Levistone. Okay, so this is, yeah, that's the guy that probably is going to lead us to the airship. So we're missing out on Levistone somehow. And it doesn't seem like the dwarves really care about the Earth Crystal. So... there are some places we have not really looked. Maybe I did skip a crystal, I'm not sure. Obviously, you can see all of the little yellow dots. These are kind of areas where we've touched base. But this whole section, we have not been here. I'm thinking particularly this side. And then below, I don't think I've explored very well. So I guess I'm going to head over there, see what we can find. I'm going to laugh if I just completely miss the fire crystal. Because I feel like if I go... like, if I do that, I'm going to be really over-leveled for it. Gosh, I just can't imagine that I did. Maybe? So I might stop into this town just to restock on some supplies. I think I used quite a bit of antidotes before. We did rest, right? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. I was talking to her a couple of times. I think she's supposed to be kind of like the quest, like marker person. Like if you're kind of lost, she'll let you know where to go. She didn't seem to have much to say though. Okay, we're looking pretty well stocked. I think there's a port to the east, so I'm gonna go over there and double check. What town was this? Oh, Provoca, this was where the pirates were. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I did a lot of exploration south of here. I had thought at the time there wasn't anything to look at south of here, but we'll just do a little bit of exploration and see. I think this dead ends into the mountain. Okay, yeah. I'm also still thinking about the woman in oh my gosh, what was the city? She was asking in Melmond. She was asking to, or she was rather telling us to talk to her father in the shop. I don't know what shop she's referring to, because I don't think anyone mentioned anything about their daughter. Oh, there's a port over here too? That's a little peculiar. Why would there be a port there? There's nothing up here, is there? No? Okay. There may actually be something to the south. There's another one. How do I even get my boat over here? Oh, I see. I could actually take... Okay, I think I'm seeing what's going on. I can actually take the boat all the way around the continent, like west past the canal, then south, and then around the entire continent. Okay, so there is probably something down there. I bet this is going to dead end, and I'm going to have to go back. Okay, that's why there are ports over here. Okay. So not a total loss, right? We've got a little bit of direction now. But again, this is Final Fantasy, you know? The fun is the adventure. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so just to clarify, like, I was over here before, right? And there's a little canal right here. So I've got to take my boat, go all the way through the canal, and then I think I can go south, and then I can come somewhere over here. And I think that's gonna be the next area. I mean, that's the only place I can think of that we haven't really been to. It is a trek back. My apologies, guys. I did not even think about going over there, but we'll go ahead and head that way. So my assumption, just looking at how the map's laid out, I think there's probably going to be one more crystal on these southern continents, and then it looks like maybe on the northern continents, like a crystal on each. I'm excited to see what the other crystal fiends are. The Lich was pretty cool. All right, so we got a long boat ride ahead of us. And the spells look so cool in this game. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. But like, let's actually try taking the boat south. I've got like 3 good brain cells right now. 3. Yeah. Maybe pushing it. I thought about, I'm not sure, like, if I do stream Final Fantasy 14 tonight, when I'm doing PvP, I'm considering only doing Machinist in honor of Power World, being Pokemon with guns. Gun only PvP. I still kind of want to play it. I don't know. Oh yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it'd be nice if you can join in. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of Power World. It looks like it's certainly interesting. Like, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so I have like kind of mixed feelings about it, but I don't know. Like, mainly the gun part of it's weird because I don't want to. I think I talked about this on stream before. Like, I don't really want to shoot creatures and then like catch them, but I don't really understand how it works. So like, I don't know, I don't know what the guns like have to do with the game. But I kind of want to play it. Kind of. I'm not sure. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, have we been here? Have I already been here? Like a more brutal Pokemon? Yeah, it does seem that way, right? Like, the only thing see, that's the thing, and it may just be like maybe my viewpoint is warped because I'm only seeing like what the internet is showing me of it, but like it feels like all I've seen is like people shooting them and then them like working in camp. And I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know if that's the kind of fantasy I want to be living. I don't think I've been here yet. I think this is new. All right, let's see. Let's see what this is. I have been here. Okay, Elfheim. Okay, I'm gonna rest. But there is a dock down here. There has to be somewhere I can go. I guess if there's not... Wait, I need to look at the map again, because if there's not something down here, I can take the boat north, right? Yeah, I can take the boat north. Yeah, so I have options. Okay. Whew, the brain cells are like... Number 4 just fired up. Okay, yes. I don't think that I have been over here though, so I do want to look and see if there's anywhere I can land. But yeah, Power World looks really, really pretty. Like, I think that's the thing that gets me, is like it looks really, really pretty. And I think it's like fairly affordable. I want to say it's like $30 or something. I think you can also like do multiplayer or like co-op. we are really, like, we are traveling around the world. Man, this is Christopher Columbus right now. I'm going to end up in Tyrol. I'm going to end up in Tyrol. So there's definitely something going on over here, but I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to be involved in right now. The lack of docks has me suspicious. Ooh. Oh, what's that? Is that a dock? Welcome to the new world. Or the old world, I guess. We were on this continent already. God, I'm so excited about Dawn Trail. I have, like, ever since I played the main sword quest in 14, the end, I'm so hyped, but it's gonna be so long. Gotta, like, damper, I don't want to say damper my expectations, but, like, I can't get ahead of myself because it's gonna be a while. So it looks like the town is to the south. I'm gonna just explore up here, see if I'm missing anything. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything up there, so we're gonna go to the town. Oh, that's a new enemy. It's creepy looking. God, could you imagine seeing something like that in real life? The other thing is huge. You could, like, lay down on it and ride it. Nice. Okay. This is definitely something new. Watch, we're going to go into this town. They're going to be like, we don't know you. You don't need to be here. Then I'm going to have to go explore again. Crescent Lake. Oh, that's cute. Do we need healing? Not really, right? I do like to mingle, though. Let's see. So we have the full setup here. We have black and white magic, probably some new spells, new armor, new weapons, item shop. And it looks like a place to resurrect, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Some gravestones. It's a gravestone. Let's see, let's see. Doesn't look like any new items. Same old stuff. I am going to look at spells first. I'm a sucker for magic, so I'll prioritize that over new weapons and armor. My husband's always traveling, and in the little time he is home, he sleeps all day. I think he needs to get his priorities straight. Girl, you need to go tell him. You need to go tell him. She's walking outside. She got so mad she left. Death. Ooh. Ooh, they're expensive, but I have a lot of gil. Level 6 spells, too. Okay, Thundaga, obviously. Obviously, we're getting Thundaga. No question. Death. Okay, so he can get any of them. You know, I'm gonna hold off on death. I feel like it's gonna be really inaccurate, so I feel like I'm gonna get more usage out of Quake and Stun. If not, we can change it, right? Oh, nice. I definitely need that exit. Oh, please tell me she can learn that. I think that's a red mage only thing. I think only red mages can learn teleport and exit. Oh, that's a bummer. That is really nice. Ooh, a party-wide protect. A party-wide evasion boost? She can learn those, right? That's quite nice. Okay. Cool. For once, we actually got all our spells. Now, I guarantee you, the warrior armor in this place, I'm going to say easily like 40, 50k gil. Because the last place we were at, it was like 32,000. I'm going to say it's easily 40, 50k. Let's check out some weapons. Mithril weapons. So we've already got these, right? This was well, maybe not. No, we do. We do. It's 22 and 5. 22 and 5, 25 and 10. I mean, that's an upgrade for sure. Mithril hammer. We can afford both. Okay, let's check out the armors. Interesting that the warrior doesn't need the buckler. Okay, I think we're... Let me see what he has. Steel gloves? Okay. So we're gonna get some mithril gloves. We're going to get a buckler. And that was all I needed, right? So we can actually get the weapons too. I believe. Yeah, hammer was 12 and 5. Yeah, okay. So we definitely want that. And the axe. Nice. Very cool. Okay. Is it a gravestone? It's a gravestone. Is that her husband? She said he comes home. Dude, he's like outside. Why is he sleeping in the grave? Why is he in a cemetery? He's either really tired or like really a strange man. His eyes are open. You need to go talk to him. I mean... Well, so this was great. This was a great town, right? We got some wonderful spells. We got some nice upgrades, but we're still kind of directionless. So let's just do a little exploration around here, see what we've got going on. I mean, the only thing I know right now is this girl's got a sleepy husband, right? I'm thinking that we're gonna have to head to the northern continent. Maybe this island, or not island, but this town was kind of like a reward for being thorough in your exploration. Did get some good spells. Level 6 spells. That was the next level, right? Yeah, that was the next level of spells I needed. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep going north. We'll see where the seas take us. I do want to see these weapons. That mithril axe and that hammer. Okay. Okay, they look alright. They're not as cool as the coral sword, and the coral sword looks so cool. Hey, another dock. Wait. We came down here, right? Yeah, we came down here. We've explored this. Yeah, I don't think that's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I passed that earlier when I was exploring. And we did explore up here at the tip of the continent. So it looks like, enlarge that a bit for you guys. Okay. So it looks like this northeastern continent, there's like a big mountain range here, right? So I don't, like, unless there's an entrance there, I don't know that we can go in there. This looks promising. There's a whole lot over here, so this looks approachable. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around and see what I find. Apparently this is like the exploration stream. I'm like really getting to know the world map. But my guess is they probably like restrained your options by the amount of docks that they've placed. So I'm guessing there's not going to be a lot of places to dock. There's a town. It's a really gray town. It looks like there's something up. Like all the way to the northeast, it looks like a little sea. A little C-shaped island or something. I'm about to go over there. I mean, I'm already up here, right? Like... Yeah, you see that? What is that? Did it go off the map? Oh, it wraps around to the other continent. Okay, I see. Okay. So if anything, after all of this, I don't think I'm going to be hurting for Gil. But I have a feeling that the Northwest Continent is where we're going to want to be. Something we do there is going to give us a Levistone. Once we get the Levistone, then we can go to the Northeast Continent, because it seems like the Northeast Continent's surrounded by mountains. But I do love a good exploratory zone, so kind of making sure I exhaust all my routes. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything on this. Looks like a little crab hand. That little piece of the continent. No dock? No dock. Yeah, Northeast Continent is dockless. There are no docks up here. Ooh, little castle. Oh, I should have Thundared. I'm just kind of like tapping A. I'm gonna regret doing it, but I'm still gonna check under here for a dock. I know there's not gonna be one. I can't help myself, guys. I'm so sorry. It's true. 0 docks. 0 docks. It's cool that the axe in battle does a vertical cleave. I just now noticed that. Like the others do like a diagonal cleave, the swords, but the axe does a vertical cleave. It's a nice little detail. Yeah, see? That's cool. That's a cool detail. Oh, there's another hole in the ground. Oh my god, another one. Dude, somebody's... There's another one on the next island. Jesus, guys. Look at all these holes. It's like that Shia LaBeouf movie. What is going on here? Why did that happen? Oh my god, it would be so crazy if we explore all of this northwestern continent and there are no docks. I'm gonna be like, somebody needs to put me in a catapult and just shoot me over to one of these continents. There has got to be a dock, right? Guys. No dock for me. 0 docks, man. I think that it might be... I seriously think there might not be any docks. Are there no docks? What kind of civilization settles a continent and does not build a dock? Merchant trade? I mean... It's true. It's true. I rode right up to that one city on the east. I mean, I basically could have jumped over. I am astonished. I was so sure there was going to be a dock. So if there's not a dock, then there is a Levistone somewhere. Where? Where could it be? I mean, I did go to that town where I got the level 6 spells. There didn't seem to be much going on there, though. I wonder if I had to wake her husband up. I don't know. Feels like I'm reaching. Yeah, there's... Okay, there's no docks up here. Okay, so... I don't know. The only thing I can think of is I missed something in the Earth Cavern, or that city with that lady's husband had something else going on. Lifeboat. Dude, we don't have lifeboats, man. We don't have lifeboats. You fall off this boat, it's over. Huh. I don't think it's going to be in that city, but I'm going to revisit it. I don't want to... I don't want to Google it. I don't want to look it up. It's been pretty straightforward up to this point, unless there was something I completely overlooked. Which, again, I absolutely could have done that. Was that a city? Was that a city? Oh yeah, that's Elfheim. Okay, yeah, I've been there. All right. Wait, can that... gonna try something. I don't think the boat can fit in there. No, okay, I can't fit in there. Okay. It would be so crazy if you had to do something with that lady's husband. I really, like, very, very seriously doubt that, but that's the only thing I can think of. I think that's the only thing that I haven't, like, I don't know. I thought I interpreted the city to just be kind of like an exploratory reward or something, but maybe there is actually like a story component to it. These enemies also seem a little bit more appropriate, like they're actually like doing damage, you know? So it seems like kind of like the natural progression I should be taking is like toward this point. I don't know. I suppose I could have also just missed something. Like I know up here in the north, I don't, unless there's something like hidden in the forest. Is that something? No, that was just, that was by chance, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing up there. So there's got, it's got to be here or it's got to be that girl. Like, I don't know why I keep going back to the girl that talked about her father in that shop, like talking to her father in the shop in Melman's. I keep going back to that. I feel like it was something. There's not like an item that cures sleep, is there? Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't do anything with him. Interesting. Do I look it up? I really don't want to look it up. I'm like thinking back through the journey. What led me to the Earth Cavern? Sage Sadda gave me the staff, right? The people of Melman told me about the cavern. I find it strange that no one in Melmond really had anything kind of, I guess, to guide me story-wise after restoring light to the Earth Crystal. Okay. I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to go to Melmond. I'm going to just make sure that I've exhausted my options, and then against my better judgment, I'm going to take a peek at Google and see where we need to be headed. I feel a little guilty for doing that. We'll see. Maybe I won't have to, right? I really don't want to. Kind of, I don't know, that kind of ruins the adventure for me. I don't want to do that. But I don't want to, you know, trap you guys in here. Gosh, I hope I didn't leave something in the Earth Cave. I don't think that I did, but yeah, thankfully, I'm not under a huge time constraint today, so I should be able to go until I get to the next leg of the story. Now that I'm thinking, I've been sitting here thinking back, like what led me to Melmond, and there was a wizard in Provoca that mentioned going to Melmond. Kind of grasping at straws, but I don't know, maybe that's a lead, maybe not. I believe Provoca's over here. Maybe? I feel like that's not it. No, that's Melmond. Okay, well, I did want to come here anyway. All right. Take a little nap. And then I'm going to try to find that girl's father. The earth is returning to normal. Stop by my father's shop. Girl, I don't know what your father's shop is. I don't know. Yeah, these are all generic shops. I'm just a farmer. Sadda, we talked to Sadda. Wait. I've heard that the ancients possess something with the power to make ships float in the sky. That's the Levastone. Okay, so the ancients had something. The ancients had the Levastone. So this guy, a prosperous civilization, thrived in the Northland. That's got to be the ancients. So the Levastone must be in the north. So how do we get there? Because there was no dock. Right? I am so convinced that we need to be in the north. But I don't know. I don't know how to get there. I really don't know. Because we explored, right? I didn't see a dock. Okay. Sorry guys, just looking at something. What? Okay, I'm gonna reread this because I completely missed this. Okay, I don't know how I missed this. It looks like there's something else at Crescent Lake. I thought that's where we were supposed to be. I guess I somehow have completely missed something here. So I'm gonna hike back there and see. I don't know how I missed this. See, I felt like that was the right place to be because like the enemies were like hitting harder. It was the only rational place to be because it was the only place I could dock. I just don't know how I missed what I think I missed. I don't know. Man, I knew it was going to be in this city. I knew I was supposed to be here. I should have tried to explore a little bit better. So I did read a tiny bit about where I'm supposed to be going next. And it mentions this city. So I'm going to save it. There's something that I missed, and I don't really, like, from what I was reading, I didn't really, I guess, like, grasp exactly what it was talking about at first. So I'm just going to kind of look around. I think, let's see, do I exit? Okay, I exit right when I go out. I was wondering if I could, like, wrap myself around the wall around the town. If that makes sense. There's supposed to be other people here to talk to, and oh wait, is that it? Is that it? There it is. I completely missed it. Oh man, I completely missed it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you for going on the journey with me. I completely missed this. Oh man. Okay. Whoa. It's the Pope. Lucan. Oh, we've heard of this person before. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light, guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of crystals, claiming it as their own. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world, rather. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Okay. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystal you carry to the altar. Okay, so we've done that. We did that with the Lich. The crystal should regain its brilliance. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. Interesting. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed by 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilization in the north. Okay, that was the ancient civilization that had the Levistone, maybe? Wind and Water Fiend. The Fiend of Earth rots the land. Okay, we've taken care of that one. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is engulfed in flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. Okay, so we have to come back. Just making a note. Okay. All right. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, warriors of light. Only you can do this. The volcano Mount Gulg. Ooh, Mount Gulg. Another 14 reference. Or rather, I guess 14 reference this, right? The volcano Mount Gulg rises to the west of this town. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passages, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. But she has awoken 200 years before her time. Well done, warriors of light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the crystal's light. Sadly, this has drawn notice of the Fiend of Fire, who is not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend in Mount Gulg. We did it! I guess Daisy was right. He said lifeboat. It's pretty close to a canoe. Okay. I'm going to make a couple notes. We have to go to Mount Gulg, right? We've got a canoe. Mount Gulg was the west, I think. All right, Fire Fiend. Okay. There's a couple things I want to touch on. I'm probably going to wrap it up about here, but I'm going to go back outside and save it really quickly because I think everyone's healed up. Yeah, okay, we're looking good. All right, I'm going to go back outside. Or to the world map, rather. Okay. Okay, so there were a couple things that were mentioned that are a little interesting. Kind of have my mind thinking a little bit. They mentioned that the oh man, I don't remember the exact terminology they used. I think it was the Fiend of Fire has awakened 200 years before her time because we defeated the Earth Fiend. That's an interesting way to say that they have awakened. I don't really know what that means. 200 years before their time. I guess like maybe they were supposed to awaken in the future or something. It's weird. I guess they are sages or like wizards, so I guess they would know that. That's just interesting. Huh. Okay. So we have a canoe, right? We know where Mount Gulg is. So it looks like the next leg of the adventure is right around the corner. We'll be heading to Mount Gulg in the west, somehow taking advantage of the canoe, and looks like we'll be fighting the Fiend of Fire next. So that's cool. That's pretty exciting. We got a lot done today. A ton of exploration. We have a really good idea of what this entire world map looks like now that we have been across the world, Christopher Columbus style. So yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I really want to push Mount Gulg, but I think this is probably the best stopping point we'll find without getting involved in the traversal of Mount Gulg. So that being said, I think that I'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream. Thank you for watching as always. I really, really enjoy having the company. It's been a blast. And yeah, I think this afternoon, as long as I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to do kind of an impromptu, probably just like a PvP stream for 14. We'll see. If you want to join in for that, keep an eye out. It should be around, I'm going to try sometime around 5 p.m. EST, something like that. So yeah, if you get a chance to join for that, I would be happy to have you. Thank you again, guys, for coming. If you would like to see more Final Fantasy, I will be doing that again tomorrow around the same time. It should be around 12:15, 12:30 EST, and at that time we'll head into Mount Gulg and we'll see what happens. So thanks again, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.